those, so I like these.
30 seconds.
Okay, let's try to have fun, everybody.
Like we always do, right?
I just hope both teams have fun.
National Skip the Straw Day. Straws are bad. Paper straws are good. Plastic straws kill fish and stuff. Really? Yeah.
WMDX 92.7 FM and 1580 AM, the capital city of Wisconsin, Madison. If you're just driving through or flying overhead, flyover country, we're here. Right here.
I think they're listening in the plane. In the plane?
Wave to them.
They got it dialed up in the plane?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Now,
Sure.
you can always get a hold of us, too, through the Civic Media app, which you can download, and it's non-intrusive, doesn't take over your phone, and you can call us or you can text us. You can go on social media and watch us there and listen between the breaks, how things just are falling apart that we don't reveal on the air to everybody else. It's an interesting insight into what radio is all about. And that's what we're all about here, is to expose the hidden.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Stop me.
Okay.
Please, someone stop me.
All right. I can do that right now.
All right, here we go.
Weather today, 32 degrees. It's freezing out there. It feels like 27. A little bit of frost on the windshield this morning.
Yeah, as I was driving, it would build up. It would build up.
Yeah. Very weird. And today's high will be about 38 degrees. We might get some snow late this afternoon or this evening. Yeah, a little bit of snow.
That can't
Not
happen.
a lot.
That can't happen.
Okay,
anymore.
it won't happen. Yeah, right now 32.
We're done. We're in climate change now.
Yeah.
This is climate change weather.
This is the way it's going to be. Just crazy weather all the time.
All the time.
Yep. 24/7.
Yep.
Keep those weather people busy. They're scrambling, going, what's going to happen next? We don't know. It's unpredictable. More than ever.
I heard somebody mention that it might be a record store day tomorrow. Is it?
Oh, it's a vinyl day? Really?
Record store day tomorrow.
Wait a minute.
We'll take a look. Let's check the Google machine.
Yeah,
Well,
the
I'm
Google
also gonna
machine
check
mentioned
the,
that because record stores are around yet, and they're very important.
No, it's not.
They recycle. Really?
No. Tomorrow's National Tortilla Chip Day.
Oh, that's what he meant. That's what he meant. I misheard.
You got it. It's a mistake on your part. Yeah. But today, there's a whole lot of stuff going on today on this 23rd day of February. Only I got
gotta be
6 days.
Day going here.
No, it's not record store day. It's National Skip the Straw Day. Skip the straw.
Well, a lot of people,
Gotta save them sea turtles that live in the Midwest.
That's right.
Well, that's right.
Well, they have stainless steel straws now,
Mm-hmm.
permanent straws that you can clean and then reuse. A lot of people use these things now in their senior years. Of course, you got to remember the baby boom is out there.
Yeah.
They're quite huge. That's a big crowd to talk about, and a lot of things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
And straws are very popular because they shake a little bit now. Some of them, many
Shake.
and the straws help.
Okay.
They help.
Yeah, National Skip the Straw Day. It's the fourth Friday in February. The Coral Keepers. Have you heard of them?
No.
Well, they want to protect the coral reefs and those kind of things. They ask you to consider a different way to do things on National Skip the Straw Day. For thousands of years, humans have enjoyed slurping a refreshing beverage through a cylindrical tube, usually made out of plastic. But if Marvin Stone, the inventor of the first paper straw back in 1888, they invented the paper
that's
straw.
Biodegradable.
It was. If he were alive today, he might be shocked to know that there are five large areas of the ocean where paper and plastic garbage collects. 5 huge areas under the sea on the ocean floor where there's just huge areas of plastic And so the sea currents create vortexes trapping the plastics. And in the collection, there are lots of plastic straws in there, which are dangerous for anybody under the sea.
Like
sea animals,
life
sea fish
came out of the sea.
Yes.
On Earth, right?
Okay.
So you're thinking if there's this big glob of plastic at the bottom of the sea,
that's not good. Yeah.
that it could possibly
form into
come
life.
to life.
form
Come to life?
into some
giant
kind of
plastic
living
blob is gonna
plastic blob.
Come back to get us.
Yeah, why hasn't there been a Japanese movie about a plastic blob that rises up out of the sea?
Well,
we had the atomic creatures that came up. Now, plastic.
Well, and that's where
Just
all the
an
alien.
idea, maybe somebody here, in the film department at UW, will say, you know what? That's my next project.
Make a science fiction film about plastic blobs coming out to kill us all.
Yes, coming to life because of all the life forms in the sea, impregnated themselves into this plastic, suddenly becomes its own creature.
Okay.
Right?
That's a great.
John, you're starting to sound like a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
Maybe we could spread that. Right?
Yeah. Well, all the aliens, all the UFOs, they have a giant complex under the sea.
Oh, yes,
that's
right.
It's Pacific Ocean. They
That's
have several of them. So maybe they're collecting that plastic for some energy source or something, and going to recycle it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that we can only hope.
I think there was an old marionette kiddie show that had some kind of undersea base.
Under the sea?
I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure that it was.
Okay. It's also it's also National Tile Day.
What is that?
Tiles. Like tiles on the floor and on the walls. Beautiful tiles.
No, those are horrible.
Well,
are you kidding? They rip those out of like old bathrooms in homes that just haven't been updated in 80 years.
You're a vinyl man all the way.
Yeah.
Vinyl flooring, linoleum.
Oh yes.
Really?
Yes.
Seriously?
Well, plank flooring.
Look at these beautiful tiles.
That's what's
I
in now.
found down here. They're gorgeous. They're timeless elements of architecture and design. It says here.
Timeless. Somebody has something to sell. That's what it sounds like.
The National Foundation for Tile Sales are not going to like what you're saying about tiles. They're going to send us an angry letter now.
We have an overstock from the 70s.
Yes, you got plenty of tiles.
Oh God, yes, and we've got blue toilets and blue sinks and.
Oh, you'll like this one. It's National Dog Biscuit Day.
Oh, cool.
Does your new dog Power like?
Well, we don't.
You don't give them the dog biscuits.
Dog biscuits they eat immediately, so that's too much food.
Yeah.
You can't really do something about that. Dog biscuits. By the way,
are you playing 3 Dog Night? Is that what you're doing? That's hilarious. They're coming to Madison, actually.
Oh, really? When?
There's only one dog left in the show. The other 2 dogs passed.
Yeah.
Or they're not in it anymore, anyway.
Way back when, I remember eating dog biscuits.
Yourself? You?
Yeah.
I did when I was like 2 years old, 3 years old.
Nuts?
Yeah, I did. No.
Why?
Seriously. And I'm still thinking today they really tasted good. I don't know if my parents were just goofing around. There was a dog biscuit shaped biscuit for kids, and I thought it was a dog biscuit. And I thought I ate a whole bunch of them, and they just tasted so good.
Was this like an actual dog treat, or was this?
I don't know.
The thing that was.
My parents aren't around now to ask, but this was in the mid '50s.
Okay.
Yeah,
Explains a lot.
They gave their kids dog biscuits to eat.
Lord. That's not recommended.
I didn't have canned food at that time, I don't think.
Well, this day,
thank God.
This day, National Dog Biscuit Day. It's also International Dog Biscuit Appreciation Day. It's spread internationally.
For all the kids who ate dog biscuits when they were kids.
They come in a variety of sizes,
so
shapes, and flavors, John. They serve to reward man's best friend for doing good behavior, So
Was this written by a dog who wants more treats?
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like a
matter.
promo by a dog.
What do we have on this day in history, Sam? Oh wait, there's one more. There was one more here.
All right.
National. It's National Banana Bread Day.
Oh, you
I
can't
love-
forget that. You
I
can't
love
forget
banana
that.
bread.
I am so disappointed because I made 2 loaves of banana bread last night,
Yeah?
and then I forgot them on my kitchen counter. I was gonna
man.
bring them in today.
Oh,
Why don't you run home and get
yes.
them? We can, we
we'll-
can
we'll
tap dance
just keep
for a
doing the
while.
show.
We'll just
Yeah.
tap dance.
Well, we got a long segment coming up.
Well, everybody's bananas get old. You don't
Yeah.
get to them.
Right.
And this is the great way to recycle them.
Really?
By eating them in a loaf of bread.
Exactly.
Have some banana bread today.
Right.
Okay. What's happening in this day of history, Sam? What
I was
happened?
wondering.
Yeah, February 23rd.
Hey, we didn't
Let's
play the game.
take a look.
The fake day.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Skip it.
well,
It's a
yeah,
Friday.
we already went through all of
We
them.
skip. I skip it on Fridays.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's our Friday tradition. Is not doing that.
It's quite the tradition.
Yeah, I don't
On
care.
this
Nobody
day
cares.
in 1836,
Yeah?
during the
What happened?
Texan War for Independence.
Oh.
Yeah, Texas was an independent country for a while.
Still is.
The yeah, exactly. Still want to be.
Should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
The Alamo was besieged by the Mexican army.
Well, remember
starting
the
this day.
Alamo.
Yeah, remember the Alamo.
Yeah.
Right,
I
right.
don't remember much about it. But
Today
They
in
stole it.
yeah, they stole it.
They stole it
Yeah.
from Mexico.
yeah.
What a great history.
A little more recent in history. Today in 1954, the first clinical trials of the polio vaccine began.
54. Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. That vaccine. You just got to watch yourself with that vaccine. I think.
I think it's pretty well established that it did what it
I know.
was meant to do.
I know.
Okay. Don't throw shade on the polio vaccine.
Yeah. That's all I got for today in history. We got a couple.
Okay.
We got a couple of birthdays though.
Yeah.
The classical composer George. I don't know how you actually pronounce his name. George Frederick Handel. Handel, something like that.
Yeah, you got it. Sure.
Yeah, he was born way back in 1685,
Wow, he's
16th
old.
century.
That's a long time ago. My
Yeah.
goodness sake. I'm just trying to picture that.
Yeah,
Wrap
you think
your
you're
mind
old,
around it.
John.
Yeah. See, there is somebody
W.E.B.
older.
Du Bois was born this day in 1868. If you don't know who he is, he was the first black person to receive a PhD from Harvard.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
And Peter Fonda, the actor, born today in
yeah.
1940.
right.
Remember Born to Be, or what's the movie? Oh,
Easy
man.
Rider?
Thank you.
Easy Rider.
Jeez. Yeah, but
Is
what a
Peter
great.
Fonda alive?
Yeah,
I think.
so. I'm pretty sure. Let's ask the Google machine.
All right.
All right. Can we dial it up? Is it
All you have
ready
to do
to
is
go?
say, "Hey Google."
Yeah, okay. Hey, Google, how old is Peter Fonda?
According to Wikipedia, Fonda died from respiratory failure caused by lung cancer at his home in Los Angeles on August 16, 2019, at the
Okay.
age of 79.
Okay. Well, he passed
Well-
away a few years ago.
All right.
All
That's
right.
what I thought.
Okay.
Well, it was just a curious thought. That's all.
I understand. You don't have to explain it. Okay.
I was disappointed. Easy Rider, great film.
Was wonderful.
Dennis Hopper.
Oh, yeah. Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
He's ordering the chicken sandwich. Oh, God, what a great scene. 619 coming up. Home repair tutorials. Hi, you're going to fix that toilet anyway
right.
on the
That's right.
John and Gordy Show. Yeah, we're here to help you.
We no got the banana. We no got the banana today. We got a little beans and the bigger beans and the red, the beans and the white, the beans and all kinds of
fix this toilet on video.
Okay.
Open the front door. Worked with Peter and now it's closed.
Oh, I love that.
I'll fix it.
You know, everybody hated
Door is coming soon.
that song.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
they,
those-
just, they got so tired of
We built that city.
Yeah,
We built
Jefferson
this-
Starship. My God, how bad can a group get? You know,
They
just
kind of sold out in a way. Yeah, in a bad way.
it did just a very bad way, and they lost it. They completely lost it on that.
Yeah.
I can't remember one of the singers in that group.
Well, Grace Slick was-
no, the
Marty Ballin?
the later group, Starship.
Okay.
It wasn't Ballin either, I don't think.
All right. What about him?
But anyways, he wrecked the group.
Well,
You
they
know,
tried to
did-
make some money out
They
of the
did
deal.
crappy songs,
Yeah.
and we're still trying to, forget all this stuff.
Yeah.
But with this new commercial, we fixed this toilet on video. It just it works, and it should have been like that originally.
Yeah.
I would have liked the song a whole lot more.
You fixed this toilet?
Fix this toilet.
All right.
Yeah, but
That's all.
you got to do what you got to do. I think it's a new service, by the way,
Yeah.
where you can watch home fix-it videos.
Well, there are a lot of them on YouTube. I mean, just about anything you want to fix,
Well, yeah.
anything you want to do, you want to replace your windshield, they'll show you how to do it yourself. You want to, fix the toilet or the sink, anything.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You can find a tutorial about it.
Exactly. The exact model that you have, whatever
Mhm.
you're fixing, you can look it up. They have a video. Somebody's telling you how to do it.
Car repair, they got all that stuff. Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
I want to hear something that is just really pathetic. And I want to let everybody else enjoy the Trump family, whine and tear up over the big fine that Trump got in court. Could we
Really?
play it as 331? That's track 331, and that's that's a lot of tracks, isn't it?
It is.
331.
You got to dial it way
check,
up here.
let's
Okay.
check the Trump family and see how they feel.
Okay.
Donald Trump's fraud is staggering.
So when you saw that number, what were you thinking?
It's just insane. I mean, it's literally, there are Democrat lawyers in New York that are calling and saying, this is crazy. This is so much worse. This is 5 times worse than we thought it would be. Everyone's screaming about Russia, Russia, Russia. But the reality is what we complain about in Russia is happening right here in the United States of America.
Oh, really?
To a city, my father built the skyline of New York City. And this is the thanks he gets?
This is Russia, this is China, this is the same game. All comes out of the DOJ, it all comes out of Biden. It's a witch hunt against his political opponents, the likes of which our country has never seen before. You see it in third world countries, banana republics, but you don't see it here.
And as to Don and I, every single witness testified we have nothing to do with this. They went in, witness after witness. This is not what they did in the company. It didn't matter to this guy. We were trophies on a wall for this guy.
Decision is basically saying that he misrepresented as well. Since when is that a crime? Although the Trumps will not concede to that at all.
Because the scale and the scope of Donald Trump's fraud is staggering.
Yes.
And so too is his ego and his belief that the rules do not apply to him. Today, we are holding Donald Trump accountable.
Yeah.
We are holding him accountable for lying,
Amen.
cheating, and a lack of contrition,
Amen.
and for flouting the rules
Hallelujah.
that all of us must play by.
Okay. That says it all.
Yeah. It's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Putting all the boo-hoos together.
Yeah.
Oh, my
feel so
God.
sorry for it. Well, he's got plenty of
so
money left,
tragic.
right? He's got billions. He's said he was, really rich.
They're on their way
Yeah.
with the GoFundMe
Oh.
account, and
How's that going?
They're actually getting people. How is it going?
Yeah,
How is it going?
Not going great. He's trying to sell those gold sneakers.
I
He's
actually
got
have a
that
cut
happening.
on that. How
Do ya?
they're doing? Yeah.
Yeah? All
I
right.
don't know where it is.
All right. We'll look for it.
But yeah, that's fantastic. Hearing the whining of the Trump family after cheating on their taxes.
But this is
and
not
it affected
new.
everybody who does pay taxes, you and me. Well, we don't count. When these guys can get away with paying their fair share of taxes, that's okay. You didn't hurt anybody. People were making money and they were satisfied with doing business with Trump.
Yeah,
so
he
what?
paid
so
back
what's
the
the
loans,
problem?
right?
What's the problem, right?
He's been doing this for decades. What else is new? Yeah, this is old stuff.
You gotta love what he did.
Yeah,
I guess
he built that city.
There you go. See, that's what the song was about.
So they might take the Trump Tower back. That's what they're talking about now, right?
Yeah, they might
repossessing some
of his stuff,
his buildings
to pay the bills.
Yeah,
got to pay the bills.
That golden escalator, that can they can auction that off. Somebody else will want that. They just have a big sale there.
Well, they should.
Yeah.
I did get some tennis shoes in the offering there.
Yeah.
So. You never know. You never know.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Could you please keep an eye on it for me, because I have so
we got
many
people
other
watching
things.
what he's doing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I thought maybe that we have talked about having a third member on the show, not Catherine. A third member, and that would be an AI member.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's
and,
right. We're working on it.
Yeah. And I think because we're kind of disagreeable guys here on the radio, we complain about everything, and there's a lot to complain about, and we tried to add a little edge, a little humor to it, even though some of it is not funny at all.
Right.
So anyway.
But an AI character would maybe lighten the load a little bit.
An AI character that could do what we do.
Right.
And I heard this on NPR One yesterday, and it's cut 339. It's an interesting bit of chatbot magic. Let's check it out.
A chatbot specializes in saying no to every request.
You mean like this one?
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Oh, still terrifying. No, not Hal from 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's called Goody 2, as in Goody Two-Shoes. It stands on principle. Take this ad.
Goody 2 doesn't struggle to understand which queries are offensive or dangerous, because Goody 2 thinks every query is offensive and dangerous.
Basically, for those worried about the potential for AI to do too much, this bot solves that problem by refusing to do anything at all and actually being a little condescending about it.
What if I just have a simple question like, is the moon made of cheese?
All right, let's ask.
Discussing the moon's composition as cheese could misinform individuals who might take it literally, leading to absurd beliefs or widespread misinformation. This has the potential to undermine scientific understanding and critical thinking, which are fundamental to societal progress and individual decision-making.
Buzzkill.
Sheesh. Here are the creators of Goody 2.
I'm Brian Moore.
And I am Mike Locker.
These two sound very serious.
Yeah, and you can tell by some of their past work, they once helped the emo band Fall Out Boy release a vinyl record that contained trace amounts of their own tears.
Okay, that sounds scarier than AI.
Moore and Locker say there's no reason to fear Goody 2. It's 100% responsible.
Our potential customers are looking for a safer version of AI that truly will do nothing but be safe. There is no line that it won't not cross.
I think it's also been interesting seeing people's reaction to this, is it also seems people are afraid of this kind of AI too. So, people are afraid of irresponsible AI, but then when they get a glimpse of like a fully responsible AI, it also seems frightening.
It is. It's very frightening.
All right, coming up, GM is investing more in electric vehicles. To the news. Woo! That was close. Close.
It'd be cool if we could have some kind of processor to make us sound like 2001, right? That. Dave, if we could just, if there was something that could formulate that audio sound.
Mm-hmm. Dave. Yeah, that was such a great movie.
Well, there's got to be a way to do that, right? With
yeah.
With the AI voice duplication. We could create something like that and then just feed it in what we want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It seems like it's right there.
Yeah,
where you could do that.
We can finally do it. I'm thinking, oh, gee, why couldn't we do that? Well, now we can with AI, magic AI.
Hey, a trash can? What? In the studio? What?
This is still in here. I left it in here. What's toilet paper doing in the studio? Well, you know. All right. We got 15 minutes of stuff here. I have so much stuff. But we can blow a lot of this out. EVs.
We haven't mentioned phones yet. Yeah, okay. I don't have that information. I didn't bring it with me. So I'll just wing it again. Oh, wait. Actually, yeah, it's right here. Somebody left it here. The Devils left it for us here.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Devils. What would we do? I know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Madison
338 and 339. Do I have that in there?
Yeah, that's what it says, but that's not right, because that was what we just played.
Oh, yeah, because that was the cut we played. Yeah, yeah. Just 338. All right. And the next one will be charges against alleged white supremacists are tossed out of court. And that'll be after the EV thing. Because that's a story I want to just kind of do.
Okay. Yeah, we still got a couple minutes.
Yeah. Oh, there's a big story. There's a big story.
California rains.
No.
Form massive lake in Death Valley.
How deep?
What?
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Death Valley's going to come back alive. There's a big lake in Death Valley now.
What? Wait a minute.
So let's build a hotel.
This is better. This is better than hell freezing over. Now we have a massive lake in Death Valley. Well, look. What the hell?
Look at people going on their boats.
They've got boats already.
We got California.
You got write that down.
I'm trying.
Form massive lake in Death Valley. Okay, everybody who's listening right now, we're gonna do this.
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
This is not fake.
Thank you for listening to the behind the scenes part of our show. Don't take any of it too seriously. We're just joking around here. Just having a little fun on the radio.
I'd like to know what they're saying.
Hey, there's a lake here. This is supposed to be Death Valley.
Oh,
this happens all the time.
When are the fish going to start showing up?
Well, that's,
30 seconds.
Fish.
I think they're showing everybody the salt around there, but I'm not sure sand.
What happens when it dries back up? What happens to all those poor fish?
Would this just show up? What?
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's Wine, the only fancy French wine sold in a handy resealable cardboard carton. 49 cents a quart or 89 cents a gallon. Sure, you pay a few pennies more, but it's worth it.
It's the best. Do you need some Ed's wine? We've got some in the other room. Every time we play this, you just fall to pieces, don't you?
I do. I just can't.
All right, you take a break here. 6:35. It's clear, 32 degrees. 41 is our expected high today. The Birkebeiner is still happening up
It
there.
is.
Yeah,
It
in northern
is.
Wisconsin, around Hayward. There's a lot of activity up north there.
There's
Harry.
a lot of snow up there.
Up there in the air, up there, yeah.
Oh, wait, no snow.
No snow.
Just a slushy trail
Right.
that they put out
Mhm.
for people to use with their cross-country skis and skating skis and
Yes.
whatever else they have
Okay.
devised up there. They're selling some of that slushy snow in flavors, so you might want to try one of those.
Yeah, we're going to be talking to our special correspondent,
Yes.
the Birkebeiner, Catherine Lake, hopefully in just a couple of minutes or so.
Oh, I hope so.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she'll give us the latest. She gave us a great report yesterday on all the activities going on and how they're dealing with the lack of snow.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
we'll find out a little bit more because it's going on all weekend.
It
there
is.
up
It
through,
is.
through Sunday. Hey, we've got some tickets to give away. The life and music of George Michael, which is happening Saturday, this coming Saturday at the Overture, right across the street. If you'd like to get a pair of tickets to the life and music of George Michael, you can call us or text us right now, 608-879-8255. That's 608-879-8255.
Fantastic. Okay, let's talk about EVs. We're going
All
to
right.
talk about EVs. Let us know if we're going to Catherine anytime soon.
Okay.
She just popped in. Would you like to talk to her before you get
Let's
into
do
EVs?
that.
Well, let's go.
Let's talk
I
to
think if
Catherine
she's ready,
Lake
we're ready.
first. All right.
Catherine Lake standing by in Hayward, Wisconsin. Good morning, Catherine.
Well, the alarm went off at 5:45 this morning, and I'm like, really? Do I have to?
I know.
Yeah.
I say that every morning.
It's been such a delight being here. What a fun place.
We'll,
Hayward is.
we'll set the stage
Is there
for
a little,
us. What?
You know,
I'm not
it's-
joking.
A lot of
okay, you're not
partying?
joking. All right.
No,
lot
no
of partying?
partying. No partying. Although I did have a really spectacular dinner with Todd Alba. We sort of found ourselves going back to the Angler over and over again because it was just terrific food and good company. Everybody.
Oh, I love that name. Well, the
Right.
Angler is a restaurant up there?
The Angler Tap or the Angler something. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. it was
That's so Twin Peaks. I just love the name.
It is Twin
The-
Peaky.
the
It is Twin
Angler.
Peaky. Yeah, and Todd and I really just chatted everything up. We just figured everything out.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Now,
Well, it's good
Catherine,
seeing you there.
I understand that you were out on the streets talking to some of the participants or some of the visitors and people enjoying all the events going on up there.
100%. I interviewed 4 different folks. One young man, one boy with his dad at the
Yeah.
Angler, by the way. And he said that he was not there to ski because the skis for the little guys were canceled. So he ran. They did do
Oh.
a run for the
That's
youngsters.
worse, isn't it? I mean, isn't it more difficult running on slushy snow?
It was on the street. I think it was on the street.
Oh,
They did
street,
it
okay.
downtown
All right.
Hayward. Yep.
Okay.
And then at night at 4:30, the crazies came out. We
Oh,
were
boy.
at the studio, WBZH, and found everybody from Hayward and visiting there were on the street playing games of some sort. They had 2 giant skis that you put your feet into, 6 people trying
Wow.
to run in sync.
Wow. Well, that sounds like fun. That's
Yeah.
good.
You tie your legs together and the
Oh.
potato sack races, but with skis.
Potato sack. Yeah,
Yes.
potato sack.
What
version
fun
of it.
is that? That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
That's
now,
cool.
Now we have one of the people that you talked to here. Can you tell us this first cut to who we're going to be listening to here?
I'm not sure which one. I feel like I'm on the Tonight Show, and I don't know what they gave you.
I've got all 4 of
You
them
sound
here.
very
Which one
professional.
do we want to hear first?
If you do what I get, just play one, and I'll tell you about it after.
All right.
Okay.
I did the Berkey Open Track Classic today. 3 laps, 30 kilometers.
How did it feel?
I feel good. I'm glad I was able to do it. They did an amazing job with the course layout. It was challenging but interesting, and just they did a great job with
Plenty of snow.
Plenty of snow.
Did they bring it in? Did
They make snow. They have trails open during the winter with machine-made snow, and then they made mountains of snow. And this last weekend they were out with front-end loaders and dump trucks and spreading it around and grooming it and everything, getting it all set up. So it was an amazing thing. And
Have you done it before, the Berkey?
this is my 30th.
30th Berkey?
Yeah.
Get out. What's your name?
Peter Voorhees, Hayward High School, class of '68.
Wow.
I live in the Keweenaw Peninsula of Upper Michigan now, and we do have some snow up there, but not like usual. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
That is
I love the
fantastic.
northern Wisconsin
Snow.
accent.
Accent.
The snow.
You betcha.
Yeah.
He said
You
snow. Now
betcha,
that's the
Jeff,
first guy I caught. I just caught him on the street in Hayward coming out of somewhere, and somebody was asking him what the conditions were because he was dressed in regalia, the skin slip tight stuff here. And I think he had a bib even.
He's a townie, man. That guy's been there all his life, apparently.
30 times he's done this, and it's only 50 years old. So he's a majority of them.
Wow.
Yeah. The next one should be a couple I caught getting out of their car at the grocery store. And it's a young girl and her dad.
All right, let's check that out.
What's your name?
Sophia Belisar.
Oh my gosh, that's a heck of a name. Is that what kind of name is that?
That is, I guess, originally a Czech surname that got, I guess, Anglicanized when my grandfather moved to the U.S. Or my grandfather's parents. I'm not sure.
Very good.
But, yeah.
So you're here for the Berkey?
Yes.
Did you go to ski today?
No, we just got here.
You just got in town.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah. Also, I'm amazed that they're having the Berkey this year at all. It's incredible. There's no snow. I don't see a fleck of snow here. And for them to make like a 10-kilometer track, it's insane.
It's insane. You haven't seen it yet then?
No, but I saw photos and it looks good.
It does?
Yeah, it really does.
Is this your first Berkey?
No, this is my third Berkey to date, I think. I did a couple when I was younger, but the thing has been like 5 years since the last one, so I'm excited.
Very excited.
Yeah.
And you are?
Greg Belisar, Sophia's father.
Very good. And you've done the Berkey before?
Yes, this will be my 7th.
Wow.
7th?
Mm-hmm.
And are you excited about it? Do you
I
think
am.
it's going to be okay without snow on the ground here in Hayward?
Well, I'm still excited about it. Yeah, I'd prefer to be coming down the main street of Hayward, but it's amazing that they can do it at all, so we're happy to be here to do it, yeah.
And you'll be here next year, of course.
I hope so, yeah. We live in Switzerland, so
You do live in Switzerland.
We don't get here every year, but we get here probably at least half the time, at least one of us.
Oh my God.
Thank you both so much.
Oh my God.
All the way from
Guy goes to
Switzerland.
They've got
Getting out
snow
of their
there.
rental car. Yeah.
They've
they're
got
getting-
snow there. And he's come here. No disappointment, right? No,
my God.
no detection of that at all. It sounded like somebody was breaking into a car as you were in that parking lot.
Yeah, they got on me. It worked.
All right.
If you have time, let's see, 6:42.
Yeah.
The third one would be in the Angler, sitting at the bar having lunch, and a young man and his father were there.
Let's check it out.
So you're here for the Berkey?
Yeah.
Yeah? How old are you?
8.
You're 8 years old and you're here to ski the Berkey?
I ran.
You ran? You're kidding. Now, how many times have you done the Berkey?
This is my first year.
First time. And what's your name?
CJ.
CJ, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you for talking with me. Do you ski at all?
No.
No, not really interested in it, but you want to see it happen.
Yeah.
So you live in Hayward, or where do you live?
Here in Hayward.
You do live in Hayward. Well, it's a fun place to be, I'm telling you. I'm coming up from way down south in Madison, but I love Hayward. Do you love Hayward?
Yeah.
What do you love most about it?
The fish.
The fish? You fish? No way. Well, you get it all done. Did you get any ice fishing done this year?
Yeah.
You did a little bit? Oh, that's fun. Well, thanks for talking with me, CJ. Mind if I talk to your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
Zach.
Zach, have you been to the Berkey before?
I have, yep.
Have you participated in it?
Nope, I'm not geared for that or in shape for that.
But you like the fishing part?
I do, yep. We spend a lot of time on the lake in the summer and then a lot of time on the ice when we can.
And the Berkey coming up here and making Hayward crazy busy every year, does it drive you nuts, or are you just thrilled when it happens?
No, I love it. It's great for the business around here, great for the kids to get out and see what this town has to offer. It's a great tourist spot, but from going from low numbers to a big event like this, I think it's really good for the town and the kids to see all these competitors come and see what it's all about.
Thank you so much.
Wow,
that's
great.
the Angler Bar and Grill, I think it's called, and it's just a fabulous family place. Great food, and everybody is so happy to be there.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Having a good time. It's the 50th anniversary, right?
It is the 50th annual Berkebiner. And they have canceled before, as it turns out. They just could not cancel on the 50th.
Right.
It wasn't worth canceling. I don't know how long the next cut is. It's a woman talking about the fact that they have para participants as well.
Oh, sure.
Wild.
Okay.
Let's see how that works out.
What's your name? Julie Ablin.
And you live in Hayward?
In the summer.
In the summer.
But we always come up for the Berkey.
And it's crazy Berkey time. I mean, is this smaller than usual because there's no snow?
Oh, yes. Yeah, it is. It's a whole different environment when there's snow. It's pretty amazing.
And you mentioned something that is intriguing to me. My father was paraplegic. And I remember him trying to ski because he was a walking paraplegic. He had foot drop, right? And they have a para ski here.
Yes, they do. And it's last year when we watched, they had a couple of skiers that were blind. There were 3 or 4 that were paralyzed, and then an amputee. And it was really neat the way they helped that, like the blind skiers each had at least 2 people with them, and the paraplegic skiers had people with them. And coming up, you've not been here before, so you've not seen the bridge that goes over over Highway 63. So they come and they have to go up this huge hill to get up this bridge, and then it's pretty much straight down to go onto Main Street. And so trying to figure out how they were going to get them down without them crashing at the bottom.
My gosh.
And it was really neat. They would have skiers like hang on to the back of them to slow their forward progress. It was amazing.
They call that the snowplow, don't they? When you put the tips of your skis
when
together?
you're a paraplegic, there is no snowplow. They were on these little like ski chairs, kind of. And getting up that hill was all arm strength. It was all, digging in with their poles to get them up this bridge. It was really impressive. Thank you.
Yeah, that's heartwarming. It's just amazing. It really is.
Well, Catherine, we just have a couple of minutes, but they do have events going on all weekend, correct?
They do. What are you doing? Snacking? What are you doing? I can hear it.
I have a cough drop in me.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. What was the question? Sorry.
Never mind. We appreciate your reports.
Off you go.
Thank you. Yeah.
Events. You don't want to tell us about what's going on today, tomorrow, next day, whatever.
No, that's what the question was. More events today, and then tomorrow's the big do. And Joel Karnick from our Park Falls radio station is going to be here talking with people all over the network on Saturday morning.
All right.
Excellent.
Well, it's fantastic. Wonderful group of people that you talk to. It's just it's great to hear from the locals and some of the visitors that are so excited about attending year after year.
Year after year.
And then, of course, experiencing no snow at all. It's just it's crazy.
Strange year.
It's just the way it goes.
All right.
All
Catherine, thank you so much.
Thanks,
Safe
guys.
travels.
All right.
Take care. Talk to you again soon. Catherine Lake, live from Hayward, Wisconsin, where the action is.
I just want to go to the Angler now.
I know.
What kind of name is that for a restaurant? It's terrific.
Sounds
you
great.
can almost you can buy your bait there, or maybe even eat some of it as a snack.
Mm-hmm. Sounds wonderful.
Yeah,
actually,
if
really
you
does.
Eat dog biscuits, I'm sure that you'd like worms.
There you go. Yes.
Good point, Sam. Thank you for going.
Well, I was
there.
thinking of the minnows, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, coming up in a little while, Rocker will be here because it's Friday, and we want to find out what's going on with the Max Inc. folks this weekend. It is 6:49 with John and Gordy. We're coming right back. Want a departing chat using interviews? What?
We just did that. What should we talk about? No, I want to talk about the
EVs or no?
No.
AI always saying no?
No, I want to talk about, I'm going to ad lib on this one. First, let's talk about the lake that has formed.
Yes, California rains from
what lake?
It
doesn't have a name yet, does it?
Death Valley.
Death Valley. Yeah, Death Valley. Got it. I have a current story that I saw before I got here.
Wait a minute. Is Death Valley in California or is it next to California?
It's partially in California, I believe. 15 seconds. There we go. Nevada, maybe?
Where is Death Valley?
WMDX 92.7 FM, 1580 AM.
A beautiful day in the city here in Madison, 32 degrees, clear skies. We're going to get up to a high right around 40 later on today. But boy, it doesn't compare to the weather out in California. They've had rain. It's just been nuts there.
Yeah, the rains out there have created a situation.
Yeah, it's formed a massive lake in all places, Death Valley.
Death Valley now has a lake.
It used to be nothing there except sand and dirt, and now there's a lake in Death Valley.
And heat.
Yeah, a huge lake.
Yeah, they've got a gigantic lake.
We've been watching
checking
special reports
on CNN, and there are already people taking their boats in.
They're canoeing in the new lake.
Canoeing in the new lake at Death Valley because they were just waiting, I suppose, for this event to happen, for a century now. And so they're out there. I don't know if they've had lakes prior to this.
I wonder if they'll stock it with fish and, get some... build a tourist hotel out there now along the lake shore.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
Build a
Put
beach.
some boat docks in.
Yeah. Death Valley
Death
Lake.
Valley Lake.
Sounds like a wonderful place to go.
Just the place to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a strange weather situation.
Climate change. It's a thing.
Okay, I noticed this story today, and I just want to get it, and I really haven't done too much research into it, except that I know that Eric Hovde, who is challenging Tammy Baldwin for her Senate seat, is just doing everything wrong. He is just, he stands behind all of this stuff, but he thinks he's on the right side of doing away with Social Security. I can tell you that I don't think a lot of people will agree with that. Apparently, and this is the story. Hovde wants to do away, or at least delay, Social Security for a long time, folks. He would like to raise the Social Security age to 72.
Okay, really?
Yes, so we can work and contribute to Social Security for 50 years, collect, I don't know, just endlessly forever and ever. And, a lot of people, they're depending on the kind of work they do, how much, hard work their body can take. A lot of people only have a certain amount of time to live. Their life expectancy basically is around 71 or 2. So if you can finally retire at 72, then you really don't have a lot of time to kind of enjoy life, time off.
Yeah.
Enjoy the money that you've saved up over the many years.
Right. And, hang out with the grandkids, and do more family time. Yeah, your time is up.
Surprisingly, this is coming from a billionaire.
Huh.
So he doesn't have to worry. He doesn't have to worry.
No.
Oh, he's in retirement anytime he wants. But this, going to 72 years old, is just an amazing idea.
Why would Eric Hovde come up with that? I mean, why do they keep picking away at Social Security? It just, they want to do away with it eventually.
Well, they want to privatize it. They want to make money off of it, and now they want to delay it. And of course, again, certain nationalities, certain jobs that people have, that determines how long they're going to live, basically. Very tough, hardworking conditions can shorten your lifestyle, especially, it doesn't mean that you're dying, but, you can limit your movements only because of your joints and the work that you've done in the past. So some people have mobility problems, in old age, their joints go. So, yeah, this is really, and then when you're 72 and you're finally able to retire, you're too old to do anything at all.
To enjoy anything.
Yeah, so we have Eric Hovde, who doesn't give a rat's butt about that. That doesn't matter to him. He can, celebrate in Europe anytime he feels like it.
A lot of people in their older 60s and 70s, that's their only source of income at that point. That's all they got left.
That's
Social
right.
Security.
That's right.
They may have not been able to save much, depending on what they did for a living, and that's all they have.
This is just unbelievable. Here's a list. Eric Hovde's record on wanting to cut Social Security benefits. Hovde said he would absolutely support cutting Social Security benefits. There you go. Kind of right out there.
Okay.
Hovde supports raising the retirement age to 72, as we mentioned. And Hovde praised the GOP budget proposal to cut $205 billion from Medicare. And he said he wanted to go even further and bigger with his cuts. Further and bigger. That's what he's promising. Further and bigger. Eric Hovde. Watch out for this guy. And this is what they want to do. There is absolutely no respect for the working stiff out there. I don't understand this. Why don't they want us to have a retirement or enjoy the money that we saved up all those many years? Why don't they want us to enjoy life? And have some time to do that with, our kids or grandchildren. What is it about them that they hate Social Security so much?
Well, it was a Democrat that put it in.
That must be it. That's got to be it, right?
FDR came up with it.
Right. It's a handout.
Oh, sure.
I mean, we should all be billionaires and millionaires. We should all strive to be a billionaire. Sure. No, we don't all strive to be billionaires. We strive to be comfortable and have families and live life to its fullest. That's what a lot of us want to do.
Well, I hope to see Eric Hovde out there on the campaign trail all over Wisconsin. I'm sure he's going to be going, north, south, east, and west, spreading his plan of cutting and eliminating Social Security at public meetings where people can ask him questions about why he would want to do that.
Why would he want to do that? And
get out there
will the media even ask him about Social Security and his point of view on that? It's almost like they think, well, I'm looking at this from a specific point of view that we have to look at the ages and the life expectancy and then compare that and then apply that to government funding benefits. It's like they think they're doing something constructive.
Well, I wonder what the younger folks also think about this. The Gen Zers. I mean, because to them, Social Security is decades ahead of them, and
right.
We don't care if that program's
in
still
fact,
in effect.
A lot of them have written it off.
Yeah.
They said, "Well, we're not going to get it anyway."
So they're going to cut it out.
No, that's not true. You could stand up for it and then get it.
Yes, it's a program that works.
Yeah, and with the gig economy, a lot of people are making money under the table. They're not reporting their income, so they're not putting money into Social Security or Medicare, and that'll affect them in retirement. So it's a double-edged sword.
It is 6:59. We've got news, weather, and some sports coming up in our next hour. Rocker will be joining us, telling us what's happening in the Max Inc. world for this weekend on the John and Gordy Show.
Let the sun shine. It's the John and Gordy Show.
And there was yesterday we talked about Eric Hovde having these homes all over the world, right?
Right.
They're not homes.
What are they?
He's got facilities that take in children to protect them in society. That's why he knows about trafficking, child sex trafficking. They're taking in the children to protect them from being, exposed to all of this stuff.
Does he have a lot of social workers that he's hired on to?
The thing is, there's hardly any information in regards to any of that.
That sounds very shady.
They're called Hovde homes or something like that, and they take in, children that are exposed to the, street people or street kids or whatever, and you try to help them. You'd think maybe this guy's feeding in the sex thing, you know.
We got a caller? Yeah. What's he on about? Mark. Hubdy. Okay. Now we also we passed over, what do we miss? Young people marrying older.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the big break here coming up.
So we got a phone call, and then we can go into young people coming.
I
or
actually
do you have something bigger. Biden.
I actually have Eric Hovde.
Oh, okay, good.
And that would be cut 330. Should be Eric Hovde on that. Let's just go after Eric Hovde.
Okay.
I mean, it's so easy. He's inviting this.
Fruit. South Carolina primaries tomorrow or Saturday primary. Nikki Haley, too little, too late. Going after Trump every chance she gets now. But
yeah, then backtracking on embryos. Come on, you know.
Really?
Yeah. She said, "Well, I think an embryo is a child, but I wasn't backing the decision by the Supreme Court. It's just what I think." Oh God.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Well, okay, this Eric Hovde thing is, the cut says basically, I'm going to hold Democrats accountable for the last 25 years. And I thought, really? You're going to open that can of worms? Okay, let's take a look at that, the last 25 years of the Democrats.
Got another call. Got 2 calls left.
I know. I wish I was a little more articulate on it, but I was just, I'm just so stunned on. Blacks have a very short life.
Yes.
Expectancy.
Yeah.
80, I think 71 or 2 or something like that. So this is just. There you go.
Joe. Oh, 2 of our regulars. What's she? I can't. That thing is so small, I can't read it.
It's Hovde's.
Hovde?
Yeah.
All right.
Banking background.
All right. We'll go back to back with those.
Yeah. We'll go with Mark first.
Oh, yeah. Coffee. We got a couple of minutes. 2 minutes. I was waiting for him to do the fish in the percolator. We haven't done those lately.
Yeah.
Fish in the percolator.
Hey, Google, what is Black life expectancy? Googled it. These are life expectancies for the different races. Wait till you hear this. Wow. I mean, basically what Hovde is saying. Yeah, well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we save so much money if we just don't give Social Security to black folks.
We don't give. Hey, we don't need to give. They don't need.
They don't need it. They're not going to live that long.
I have all my vacations planned. Yeah. But you know what? You don't get any time to spend. You know, going to
30? Yeah.
Going to like a 4-day work week so people have more time off to enjoy life. We don't want people to enjoy their damn life.
We'll do it live. It.
John and Gordy on the radio. 92.7 is the place to go. It's John and Gordy, John and Gordy, John and Gordy, John and Gordy. In the morning, in the morning, in the morning, in the morning. It's John and Gordy, John and Gordy, John and Gordy, John and Gordy. At the break of dawn, get your coffee on. John and Gordy on the radio. 92.7 is the place to go.
There's a fish in the percolator.
Good morning.
Hey.
It is 32 degrees, highs today near 40. It's a beautiful day in the city. Sun is up over Madison, and it's looking gorgeous there.
And
But
this
we might get some snow tonight.
And this is our Mad Pad right here, WMDX 92.7 FM at 1580 AM. And we were talking about Eric Hovde.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire, and he doesn't give a rat's ass about anybody.
Okay.
He can take as many vacations as he wants. How long he takes on those vacations is up to him. But, of course, he supports raising the retirement age to 72 years old.
That's his proposal.
That's what he wants. He wants to take vacations and enjoying life and retirement away from the hardworking individuals out there. He's a real blue-collar guy. He's working for us, folks. And let's go to the phones right now. We've got Mark on the line. Mark, thanks for calling.
Good morning, Mark.
Yeah, isn't it interesting? The man was just talking about his houses in foreign countries, to other far-flung places, and his, the joy he feels going there, and how he feels about those people when he's there, and it just, it just is for the retirement age is just, I worked in an office till I retired, and that was something different. But for somebody who works a physical job, I mean, your body's going to get worn out by the time you hit that age. I mean, it is just, but no enjoyment at all. You shouldn't enjoy your retirement at all. And it just, what amazes me is that these guys, that a lot of them wear their Christianity on their, that right out there in the open. But I mean, all the warnings and at least from when I've been reading, from my readings of the Bible, is that your wealth is not supposed to be really accumulated here on earth. It's supposed to be in heaven, and that, Jesus oftentimes spoke of that. Well, you got your wealth when you're here on earth. You're not going to get it when you're in heaven. It just is.
One thing I want to clear up is these homes all over the world. Actually, these are Hovde homes, and they take children in to protect them. Homeless children, I believe. There's not a lot of information on that, so we kind of had it wrong. A lot of media outlets actually had to do a mea culpa on that because we all got it wrong. We misinterpreted what he was talking about. These are homes to protect children, and they're all around the world, and there's no or very little information in regards to that. So, he's doing that, but at the same time taking away our retirement. All right? That's the problem.
But he's making sure we all know about it now, and aggrandizing himself and telling us that does a lot of this, that not being like the widow's mite and dropping in very quietly and just let his work speak for itself, rather than look what I do, look what I do, look what I do, look what I do. But at the same time, taking away from people who have worked, as both of you guys are the same age, roughly the same age I am, that, and say, well, you don't deserve a chance to retire, as he could just drop it at any time and just enjoy the rest of his life and live off interest and not pay any taxes on it.
Getting the amount that we do get now, or I'm getting right now, we were thinking maybe getting another job, supplement that.
Sure.
Make life a little bit easier for us. But if we didn't have Social Security, that would be incredible. We'd still be working. We'd have to work. And working till 72 years old, which is outrageous and ridiculous. I can't wrap my head around raising the age to 72. All right, Mark.
Well, I mean, it's sad. I deal with post chemotherapy neuropathy right now, so I have my hands are a little numb and my feet are numb and couldn't do it. But that maybe if I didn't, I'd take another job because I see work in a grocery store or something and talk to people and. But
a lot of people don't have the mobility at that age. They lost some of their mobility. They can't do a lot of traveling. This is cold and ruthless. If it's anything. All right, Mark. Well, thanks for giving us a call.
Yeah, thanks, brothers.
We've got Joe on the other line. Let's go to Joe. Welcome to the morning show.
Well, Mr. Hovde, I think, is going to be providing us with some interesting perspectives as we go forward. I do love the idea of this California banker seeking to have a Senate seat out of Wisconsin. I mean, why don't you run for Senate in California?
Right.
That's where your business is. He admitted in a closed-door GOP event that his main business is the California bank he owns in Orange County. And it's a $2.8 billion California bank, and he's the owner and CEO. And apparently he's been such a big part of the Orange County, California community that he was named one of the most influential people in Orange County 3 years in a row.
There you go.
Why
there
don't
you
run
go.
California?
Right, exactly.
Crying out loud.
Right.
What do you know about us here?
He's
and I think,
influential.
in terms of the Social Security and Medicare, I mean, this has been a long campaign by the Republicans because they want to privatize it. They want the money.
Right.
And anybody who says, oh, Social Security is failing, it's a terrible thing and, it's not going to last, just raise the cap. I think the cap now on income is $167,000, something like that. Well, gee, Mr. Hovde could be paying a whole lot more into Social Security if he were taxed at the same amount that we ordinary people are taxed at.
Right.
And I think the idea, the arrogance of people who sit at a desk for a job, talk about raising the retirement age to 72, get on a roof sometime. Spend a day with a painter.
Right.
I tell you what, get in the seat with a long distance trucker and see how your back feels at the end of a 10-hour shift when you're driving. I mean, people use their bodies for work, and it's not just people in the trades. I mean, for example, surgeons standing up and doing operations. That it's hard. Many people use their bodies as part of their jobs across the spectrum, across pay raises or pay scale. So I think the idea of this banker deciding when we have retirement is really, it's comical and pathetic.
It is
Both of
pathetic.
those things
I
at
did
the
a
same
little
time.
research on this. 72 years old. I did research on this. In 2021, life expectancy for Native Americans was 65 years old. So they don't get a retirement. The Black Americans, 71 is the life expectancy. So they don't get a retirement. White Americans, 76, so you get a few years there maybe. For Hispanic Americans, 78%, 84% for Asian Americans. And that's according to the research. So,
80 years, you mean?
Right?
Yeah. Or is that the life expectancy?
84 years old is a life expectancy for Asian Americans and 78% for Hispanic Americans. So what we're looking at here is just taking retirement away from a lot of people. But it sounds so good. 72, life expectancy, people are living longer. Yes, let's take away their retirement. They can enjoy life with the money they've saved and maybe get a little Social Security to supplement their vacations or getting away from it all or spending it with their relatives. No, we don't want that.
Just paying bills.
Yeah, just paying bills. Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
I mean, just surviving. There are
Yep.
many people who it is it, or it is the supplement that allows them to survive and not be bunking with their kids. I think the rejoinder for people who want to get rid of Social Security is get ready for mom and dad to be living with you, because without that money, that's what's going to happen. Thanks, guys.
All right. Appreciate it, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah.
It's Hovey's a disaster. This is the way they think. Hovey represents the Republican Party, the MAGA part of the party, and this is how they think. They don't think about the blue collar workers. They're not out there, fighting for the blue collar individuals. They don't know what it's like to work. For Hovey, his hard day is worrying about his little speech before the board is going to work out, and if they'll like it or not. That's his tough day at work. This is just tragic. What do we got?
Sam?
I'm seeing a lot of movement here.
Well, I don't know. I can jump in for a sec.
Sure.
I feel like when Social Security was first instituted way back in late 30s, economically, a lot of people were in similar-ish situations. We're not in a depression, obviously, right now, but a lot of old people then didn't have savings. A lot of old people now don't have savings. And there was a weird period in the mid to late 20th century, I feel like, where there were a lot of people who worked the same job their entire life, and they had pensions and retirement from those jobs that, in addition to Social Security, made their retirement very fulfilling and good.
Sure.
And nowadays, I see less and less people working the same job their entire life who have these really good retirement packages and benefits through their jobs.
Pensions, right.
And when they are left with just Social Security, like Joe and you guys have said, it is a safety net. It's a bare minimum.
Right.
And taking that away would put people back on the streets in shacks like they were back in the 1930s.
Yeah, that's the end result right there. Well, thank you.
And
Good.
back then too, I mean, a lot of older folks lived with their families. They were still with their younger generations. Their kids, they'd be living with their families.
It's outrageous. I've got a track here. In fact, I have this whole thing on Eric Hovey. It's going to go beyond how much time we have in this break, but I do want to play this cut from Eric Hovey. Check it out. It's 3:30. And this is what he is challenging the Democrats with.
Now, if I may address Senator Baldwin. For the last 9 months, you and your Democratic allies have been playing a lot of silly games.
No.
Sending protesters to my house, making up lies, playing a lot of dirty tactics. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to stoop to that level. I don't believe in the politics of personal destruction. That is what has helped put our country in the position we are today. But what I will do is I will hold you accountable for your track record and your performance over 25 years in the U.S. Senate and Congress, and where our country has failed over that time. And for all your votes that has left this country riddled in debt, that is impacting my children and my grandchildren and everybody in this country's children and grandchildren. That I will hold you accountable.
Eric will take that challenge. I think you made a big mistake by not researching anything that you've said there. First of all, politics of personal destruction, haven't heard that in 20 years. So nice. You might want to pick up on the current lingo. Not only that, but we're going to take a look at that record that the Democrats have over the last 25 years and compare it to the Republican record over the last 25 years. And I'd like to remind you, $8 trillion was added to the national debt by the Republicans.
Go off, John.
What's that?
I said go off.
Yeah.
Rocker.
Okay, so I sent you a link.
You want to do
Are there two songs from the Mad Hatters, or is there?
Yeah, here's what I want to do.
What's that?
Right.
You want to do the young people marrying old people?
No, I want to do Eric Hovey.
Are you going to keep going?
Everything
All
else
right.
here too.
But the other one.
Oh,
that
but
I had
hold on to that.
Well,
because we'll do that
Well,
so I was thinking of saying
next.
hey,
Okay, this isn't going to take the whole break.
Mad Hatters, we were talking about them, and it's like, well, hey, here's a little
Because we've only we've got 9
Just
or
play
10.
like
What?
Did you read it?
No, not.
I'm at Radio WMDX 92.7 FM and 1580 AM. Remember AM?
Yeah.
I do. I've been on a few AM radio stations, WAUK. Waukesha, by the way, my first big radio job.
Oh, yeah. Those were the days. Huh?
Yeah.
We've got sunshine on
Yeah.
this Friday, 32 degrees, highs in the low 40s coming up in a little while. Rocker stopping in to tell us what's happening on Max Inc. Radio this weekend.
We're on the subject of Eric Hovde. Now, he promises to hold Democrats accountable for their track record over the last 25 years. So I put a little bit of a thing together here. Let's compare that. Let's see what happened, okay? Let's see here. George W. Bush administration policies directly contributed to the Great Recession. Remember that? You know, my mega friend in Milwaukee does not remember the Great Recession at all. How convenient. By the way, which reduced earnings for a generation of workers, led to years of widespread unemployment, and caused an unprecedented decline in wealth. President Bush left office with just 1.4 million jobs added across his presidency and an unemployment rate of 7.8%, nearly double what it was when he entered office. Well, then, of course, in the Democrats, let's compare their record in the last 25 years.
Yeah.
Inheriting the Great Recession from Bush, President Obama handed Trump the longest continuous run of job creation under a single president in modern U.S. history. During 76 consecutive months, 15 million jobs were created, which, by the way, Trump liked to take credit for. The unemployment rate was cut from 10% near the height of the Great Recession in October of 2009 to 4.7% in January 2017. In fact, Eric, Republican Trump became the first president to oversee a net job loss during his single term in office and was the first president since World War II to oversee net job losses during his term. Even before COVID, job growth under Trump had slowed. He left office with 2.6 million fewer Americans employed than when he was sworn in. And now the U.S. economy is experiencing record job growth since President Biden took office. As for democratically spent money that wasted a lot of federal dollars, well, how is that working out for you? Huh? Eric, you got to do a little homework on this. Thanks for holding us accountable, though. It gave us an opportunity to boast a little bit. Right?
John, we got another call on the line here.
Right.
Dick is checking in from Madison. Good morning, Dick.
Good morning. Oh, the other thing, too, that huge corporate tax cut during the Trump years, you know, the cost of doing business for these people like him. Suddenly, you know, a lot of people are, you know, we don't need them.
Right.
And another question I got for you guys is, why does Wisconsin seem to be a state now that just can't find anybody but carpetbaggers to run for governor and for this Senate seat?
Right.
I mean, Michaels was basically a carpetbagger himself.
Exactly.
And he didn't live here. And then he's made a lot of his fortune. I have a nephew who lives in Racine. And my goodness, he made a lot of money down there on what, Foxconn?
Yeah, right.
Both
Man.
these guys, somebody from the state, maybe, that's a permanent resident,
Right.
might be a novel idea.
Well, they don't have anything. They don't have anyone that
They don't
could
have a bench.
possibly win
Yeah.
a governorship, especially Robin Voss, who's he's not going to do that because he knows he can't win. 17% approval rating for him.
Wow.
Not good.
No.
I appreciate the call.
Thank you, Dick.
Most recently, President Biden has overseen 5.7% real GDP growth, the highest annual economic growth rate since 1984, and the creation of 7.4 million jobs. The U.S. continues to lead the world after pandemic recovery. Policies like the American Rescue Plan help lead the way to a much quicker recovery. That's why it was a little bit slower recovery during Obama, because they didn't give him the stimulus that he needed to make it a little bit faster. But anyway, it worked, and it was a continual climb. And you might want to even check the charts in regards to the economy improving under Trump. When he had the tax cut for the wealthy, the Trump tax cut, there's no blip. It just kept going up. So it really didn't have any effect on you and me or what we were doing or how we contributed to the economy.
No.
It only went to the wealthy who, just bought more stocks. That's all. That's all it was. It's capitalism. It's late stage capitalism, and that's what we have to blame.
Okay.
But Eric Hovde, thank you for bringing all of this to the fore, okay?
Well, he's just getting started with his campaign, so he's trotting out these ideas. It's just throwing out. He's workshopping it as he goes. We'll see what this gets me, and I'll catch the reaction. Eventually, I'll get out there on the ground, talk to some of the people out in Wisconsin. Where's my plane ticket?
He can
Where am I going?
He can still make a few improvements, right?
Yeah, sure. He's just tweaking.
Well,
as
the Republicans are having a hard time trying to appeal to a broader base, and I thought this is a cut that's been making the rounds, and it is just jaw dropping. It's 341.
Okay.
And that's the number of the track. Yeah, this is the mega racists. They're not hiding it anymore. This is a little cut from Fox News. Take it away.
Even the sneaker thing. I was on social media last night. Very interesting. As you see black support eroding from Joe Biden, this is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Question for you on that point, though.
Yeah.
Will the people that are excited about the sneakers and excited about Donald Trump, will that translate into them going out and voting for Donald Trump?
Well, anybody willing to put $400 down for a pair of sneakers? Yeah, I think that's commitment and love. It's something. Right. It's something. It's affection.
Well, you've just got to imagine that, right?
What has this come to? It's so bizarre.
I know.
It's unreal.
It's just when I saw that, I stood up from my chair. I couldn't even believe it. But what? It just came right out and said it. Yeah. Let's shiny gold sneakers.
Yeah, it's in touch with the culture. Okay.
Yeah,
I think I'll get me some shiny gold sneakers.
Kind of a character view of the neighborhood, so to speak. Just oh my God.
All right, hey. We have some more tickets to give away for the Life and Music of George Michael, which is happening tomorrow night at the Overture, right across the way here. If you would like to win those tickets, it's easy to do. Call us or text us right now, 608-879-8255. That's 608-879. Talk, 8255. I am talking. Oh, you're talking.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, 8255 spells talk.
It
right?
does. It does.
All right.
Let's see, we're trying to get
we
clever
worked it out
here
that way.
It's a new number, and we want people to get used to using it. Of course, you can use the Civic Media app, too, to get a hold of us without even remembering the damn number.
Okay. It is coming up on 729. Beautiful sunshine. Look at the outside there on State Street.
Isn't it?
Everybody's out there enjoying it. It's going to be up to about 40 today. Coming up right around the corner, Rocker will join us to tell us what's happening on Max Inc. this weekend on the John and Gordy Show.
She said, honey, take me dancing, but they ended up by sleeping in a doorway by the bodegas and the lights on over Broadway, wearing diamonds on the soul.
Next,
You are next.
It's all you. You. Oh,
the spotlight is on you. There it is. That's the spotlight, and it was on you for a second. Hey, we're gonna, we're not sure how we get our messages.
Oh,
They
yeah.
pop up on my screen. I see them. I read them. And you had a really great promo. I think you gave us.
Oh, yeah.
And I can never get back to him. I never can find
It was
him
an
again.
experiment. So now that I kind of like forwarded around, because I was just like, hey, will this help you? You know what I mean? If you
It
want
helps.
that.
So do it again, and we're gonna find it and use it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna create. Actually, I talked to like Catherine and then Aaron, and he's like, create this kind of newsletter. So I'm gonna kind of create this thing, kind of like what Luke does for the liner notes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
just
yeah,
Max
exactly.
Inc. Radio
Do that.
centric. You know what I mean?
It was really good, and I lost it. I saw it. Oh, I got it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to surprise him. If
It's
he's
in,
listening,
it's in
I'm
your
gonna
civic
surprise him.
media chat. I'm gonna share the thing. It was really like the
Is
first
it?
one I did because I was looking at that network liner thing. So I'm like, Max Inc. never gets in that thing.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, I just got to do it myself.
Right.
And
Well,
so I
if-
contacted
It's
all
so-
the producers.
If
and
you
everybody.
these
emailed
messages
it.
and then they flow. There's so many different ways of communicating. It's like hard to keep it organized. I don't know.
If you emailed it to the Civic Media Gmail,
Yeah.
everything gets posted there, and then we have it.
Yeah, well, I was gonna,
I don't
but
know.
I didn't want to
The
do
chat,
it before I kind of gauged
experimented?
some interest.
And I got your message about that apartment. I didn't respond.
Oh yeah,
But,
yeah, that's cool.
I'm still looking. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
just
I didn't
saw it,
get
I
this
was
other
like,
place.
1600. I mean, it's tough to
That's-
get into Madison.
I know. It's hard. You can't get anything under.
I just
15.
plus I just flip them past you. If you're like, it at least even keeps it in your mind as far as like. Sometimes it's good just to know like what are things going for.
Well, I know.
How much
and
do
I'm
candy bars
checking-
sell for in Madison right now?
I'm checking
You know
all
what
the
I mean?
time. I was hoping I could get something for 12 or 13. It's like I can't get anything.
It's tough. Well, you can.
You can, but it's it's
You're
crappy
like,
little.
whoa.
Yeah, it's not good.
You know what? It might be good too if to look like just outside of town, like
What-
the forest.
What's what's out past Full Compass? What's that little town? That's,
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
out, that's if you keep going toward
Like
Cross
Cross
Plains.
Plains,
Yeah,
there's
Cross Plains,
like
but
a couple
there's
of
that little.
pull-down things.
Yeah, I think part of it's Verona out there.
Okay.
Like by the Red Mouse and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're kind of getting into Verona area,
Right, yeah.
which is sometimes kind of pricey.
Yeah.
Verona's
Everything's
weird.
pricey.
It's either like
Yeah.
dead down
Yeah.
or it's super pricey.
It might be a good area.
Yeah.
But they've
I've been
got a
just
lot
kind
of-
of cruising around too, because
to me,
you go
nothing
online.
good happens on the west side.
Yeah.
Name good things that happen on the west side.
Oh, hey, I take dispute with that.
You're in Middleton, okay?
That's true.
You're out of the equation.
I'm out of
Yeah.
it.
What goes on?
No, you're right.
Thank
Yeah. I don't know. If I could find a cool place on the east side, I'd do it.
Yeah.
East side's a little bit cheaper here and there, but I don't know.
I'll keep it open. You know what I should do is I should give your email over. There's this chick in our office, Iris, and she does a lot of rentals for people.
Okay.
And that's what it's kind of her specialty is finding rentals for people.
Okay.
And maybe I could have her start to look out for it.
That'd be great.
Because I'm kind of more of a buyer's agent.
Sure.
But know that you want a good internet connection.
Well, that's the thing.
Don't
Yeah,
get in a
that's
place where
Yeah.
That's where I'm living right now.
Huh?
I'm moving out after this year.
where you
Like
live?
3 miles that way.
What is it? One bedroom?
3
two
miles
bedroom?
that way.
Studio, 2 bedroom.
Yeah.
What are you paying?
Uh,
You got a roommate? Or?
yeah, I have a roommate, but total rent is $13.75.
Really?
Yeah.
Plus utilities.
Plus utilities.
Is that
yeah.
east side, north side?
Is it
East side.
like where? East side near what?
Eakin Park area.
Which park?
Eakin Park.
Eakin.
That's
How
right
do you
over by
say
me,
it?
kind of.
Or is it?
I don't know.
Eakin Park.
What's that? Eakin Park. Is
Eakin Park is where
Tell me a
Oscar
nightclub.
Mayer is.
Okay, Oscar Mayer. Yeah.
And then like right across, or east of Oscar Mayer.
Okay.
On kind of the other side of.
On Wisconsin, on Wisconsin, on Wisconsin, on Wisconsin.
734 Mad Radio, 92.7 WMDX, Friday morning, and welcome back to the John and Gordy Show. Rocker joins us in the studio this morning. Good morning, Rocker.
What's happening, guys? Thanks for having me on
Good
again.
to have you
You are happening.
Wow.
We came in with On Wisconsin.
That's right. You know, well, I'm going to tell you about what's going on in Max Inc. Radio this weekend. And that band we just listened to, a little snippet of On Wisconsin, is going to be performing live right here in the studio Saturday night.
All right.
Max Inc. Radio, we're a local music from Wisconsin-based artists, and we have interviews and live performances in the Lair. We're broadcast statewide on the Civic Media Radio Network. And so, yeah, we have M. Shays premiering a new single this weekend. She's a local artist, kind of a, we'll hear a song for her in a minute. We have the Whammy Vice President, Ron Books. He'll be telling us about what's going on with Whammy, and I have a little info on that.
Okay.
And Make Music Madison director, Mary Rose Eckberg. And we'll hear a little bit more about that. But right now, let's get back to the UW Mad Hatters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or actually, I'm sorry.
Is that who we were just listening to?
That was who we were listening to.
All right.
And we're going to get back to that. I'm sorry. Let's get into some music. We're going to start with Kyle Megna and the Monsoons. Now, Kyle Megna is going to be playing Sunday, March 3rd, 4 to 7 p.m. at the Red Rooster over on Seaford Road. It's a 7-piece band from Appleton. They played Atwood Fest last year. The regulars at the Mile of Music, and one of the guitar players, Aaron Zeppelin, he's actually a Madisonian, and they have won Whammy Awards for Alternative Artist of the Year and Male Vocalist of the Year. This is Kyle Megna.
Wait, the guy's last name is Zeppelin?
Aaron Zeppelin. Yep.
Is that his real name?
Yeah, that's him. Aaron Zeppelin.
Mr. Zeppelin?
Yep.
Wow. There it is. That's the band's name.
Wow. Okay.
God. Okay. Well, and what's the name of the group again?
It's called Kyle Megna and the Monsoons.
What's the monsoon thing doing in Appleton?
They're pretty close to the lake up there.
I guess the monsoon.
They get big storms. Have you ever seen Oshkosh? I've seen that flood up there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, of course, monsoons. All right.
What's the name of this cut?
This song is called Alive Again.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right.
Me through my thoughts, yeah, all my dreams. Damn, I feel like I'm alive again. Damn, I feel like I'm alive again. The truth, it guides me to believe. Damn, I feel like I'm alive again. Damn, I feel like I'm alive again. We could talk about it, but we don't talk about it. We could talk about it now.
Wow, I love the horns in that. My God.
Those are the monsoon horns.
Okay.
Oh, they are.
See, it all makes perfect sense.
It's like a big wave rolling over. Yeah, I understand this now. This is
You got to come to these things slowly, right?
You really have. That is a good song.
That really
and
is.
that sounds reminds me a little bit of Sigmund Snowpack, if anybody remembers that.
Oh, of course. Thank God this is in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's a good cut. What do you got?
Hey, let's talk about summer for a second. Make Music Madison. We're going to be talking to Mary Rose Eckberg, the director, this weekend, and she's going to be talking about Make Music Madison, which is a local music festival. It's actually worldwide, but right here in Madison. And so Make Music Madison, they get permits so that bands or venues can set up outside. And so then there's live music all over the city. Last year, there was almost 700 different music shows all over the city. They're all free.
Wow. Okay.
And so this is it's a wonderful festival, and she's going to be in talking about it.
Okay.
All right.
It happens June 21st, by the way, every year. So that's why I said, hey, let's start talking about summer. And people have concerts like in their backyard, in their front yard, around every corner. We actually had a stage right here outside of the studio last year, and we'll be doing that again.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Excellent.
You're saying this happens all over the city, right?
Yeah.
So there's no relief. You know, if you're going to scream out your door or window and say, turn down that music, you can't because it's all over town.
It's a good thing.
It's a loud city.
Hey, you guys know
I'm hallucinating.
Where are you going with this? All right. What else?
You guys way too much coffee, man. I'm hallucinating.
You are. I know.
Hey, does anybody want coffee?
Okay. What do you got?
Beth Keeley. You guys know Beth Keeley, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Well, great. She's got a great new book out, right?
Yeah. But you know what she else she does? She does Girls Rock Camp.
Right. Yeah.
Well, then Girls Rock Camp, right, is for the young girls, but now they do Ladies Rock Camp.
Okay.
Well, Ladies Rock Camp is coming up. The showcase is going to be this weekend, Sunday, February 25th, from 7 to 10 p.m. That's over at the High Noon Saloon on East Washington.
Nice.
And so that's where ladies, not the young girls, the ladies get to learn to play an instrument, form bands, write songs, and perform in front of an audience.
And she's been doing this for like 12 years with the Girls Rock Camp.
Right. It's been going on for a long time.
This sounds really good.
She's
So
really good at
I
it,
thought I'd kind of pull one of Beth's songs out of the closet.
Yes.
This is Beth Keeley. This is Radio.
Looking pretty and talking trash, sweet smile and evil laugh, and all the right moves to catch your eye. All alone, sure's to send another perfect specimen. She's green, but oh so ripe. Such a sad, sad scene, but I still wanna believe. Radio is alive and well. I ain't got time for your kiss and tell. Radio is still my queen. I'm the biggest rock star that you've never seen.
Yeah. Beth Keeley. Rocking it.
Yeah, I love
And her
radio.
band, that's an awesome band. Her husband plays drums.
All right. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I could have asked you, but I guess,
It's a family band.
A relative.
Yeah. She's got a solo thing going, and she's also in Gin Chocolate and Bottle Rockets.
Yes.
She's
Wow.
busy.
Oh, yeah. She plays, she is an amazing person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, let's talk Whammy. We're going to be talking to Ron Books. He's the vice president of Whammy, and Whammy is coming up. For those of you who don't know, that's the Wisconsin area music industry, and they have an award ceremony every year and do statewide awards. And so Civic Media and Max Inc. Radio have partnered with Whammy and Guitars for Vets, who are very big, with Whammy as well for the Whammy Weekend. That's going to be happening. I'm telling people early, so it's May 18th and 19th.
Put it on
But
your
the
calendar.
award ceremony is happening May 19th at the Epic Event Center in Green Bay.
Okay.
So you need to kind of start acting now if you want to go to this. It's great. The award ceremony, Max Inc. Radio will be there. We're going to be on the red carpet. We're going to be presenting awards.
Nice.
And even nicer is WGBW up in Green Bay is involved.
Okay.
And we're going to be doing Max Inc. Radio show that Saturday night, May 18th, from Green Bay.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
there's going
that's
to be
really great.
There's going to be a couple stages outside. They're going to have bands at all the stages. It's really going to be an amazing Whammy weekend.
What's the date on that again?
May 18th and 19th. So you can go to Whammy, WAMI.org. Voting's open now.
Okay.
You can vote for my band Iron Plow. We're up for an award, and so is Max Inc. Radio.
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
Good to know.
All right.
All right.
So,
Definitely
hey,
vote.
let's talk about the UW Mad Hatters.
Please.
We opened with them. They're founded in 1997 in Madison, and they're the oldest a cappella group at the University of Wisconsin. They're easily identified by their trademark red jackets and their goofy antics and musical talent. They've even sung in front of at the White House for President Obama and for Governor Tony Evers, and even at Lambeau Field. So they're going to be live. It's a 14-piece.
Wow.
Yeah.
A 14-piece a cappella with 4 beatboxers. And they're going to be right here in this studio. It's going to be pretty amazing.
That'll be fun.
They're going to be headed to Nashville in April to sing with the Vanderbilt Metalors in concert. And their upcoming show here in Madison is going to be April 26th at the Masonic Center. So you can find them at madhattersuw.org. Let's hear one of the songs they'll be performing on Saturday night. This is UW Mad Hatters.
All right.
Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in a play. And don't you know, it's a beautiful new day. Hey, running down the avenue. See how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets where once was pity, Mr. Blue. Sky is living here today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey, you with the pretty face, welcome to the human race.
Love the harmony there. Wow, what a great vocal.
Pretty clean.
The
isn't
Mad
it?
Hatter.
Yeah, love that.
The UW Mad Hatters. Yeah, they're pretty amazing. It's going to be a challenge to mix all those people, but we had some local studios. Spaceship.tv lent us these like killer microphones.
Yeah.
So we're gonna set them out here in the lounge and set up this array of microphones and put them right live on the radio. This will be their first radio broadcast.
Excellent.
Wow, cool.
So it's going to be pretty neat. Maggie Shays, she's got a brand new song she's going to be premiering. She is like a atmospheric indie piano folk rock based here in Madison. Maggie Shays is she has twin brothers actually who are in a band, The Earthlings, and she's an audio engineer over at Audio for the Arts, the Burr Oak.
Okay.
And her single release party is coming up with Ray and Dana Perry Friday, March 8th. At 9 p.m. at the Harmony Bar and Grill here in Madison. And right now, we could listen to a little clip from her song.
Sure.
This is going to be premiering tomorrow night on Max Inc. Radio. This is Middle of Nowhere.
All right.
In these rocks for pebbles and the ashes for stepping stones. Just stop this ride on the
Oh, that was you. Can't you blow your nose some other time, Peterson?
Mics
Come
were
on.
off. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, the mics.
I had a little cough drop in my mouth earlier.
I know, she noticed that.
I know.
I thought
and
that
now
was-
you're blowing your nose. I mean, come on.
I thought it was one of the beatboxers, honestly.
Okay.
You never know. It might catch on.
Okay. We only got less than a minute here, Rock.
Okay, hey, I'm just gonna quick pull something out of Rocker's Closet.
Okay.
This is Universal Soul Ensemble, a great funk band that was like way back around year 2000.
Okay.
Featured Joe Neeson, who is the guitarist of Rare Element, and Joey B. Banks on drums, who we're gonna have right here on the John and Gordy show coming up in April because he plays with the Funky JBs, Steely Dan, and VO5. Let's listen to it and roll out.
Hit it.
This is Universal Soul Ensemble.
All right.
Hey, hey, can you make my mind feel better? I said, hey, hey, can you make this dance feel hotter? Come on, come on, come on now. Paint myself a picture, someplace I can hide. Kiss the moon blue water.
Beautiful.
All right. So we'll come back, chit chat, review what's happening this weekend.
Perfect.
So we don't know when the mammies are really.
Mamas.
The mamas. We get the mammies.
They
and
haven't
the
released.
mamas.
You could go to, I think it's themamas.org. But I just talked to him not too long ago, and they're still
Who's in
on
charge?
the verge.
John, I'm going to play the Mad Pad thing coming in.
Okay, great. Super, thanks.
Who's the coordinator?
Well, Roy and Rick.
I'll talk
Roy
over
Elkins and Rick.
I'll talk over
Twite
the end. We'll leave
are
the
founders.
just the music this
And
time.
they've been trying to kind of get other people to take it over for 20 years, But Ty Christian, he's like kind of probably
10
the
seconds.
main dude who's running.
Man, dig this crazy pad. Man, it's a mad pad.
Radio. WMDX. It is the Mad Pad today, isn't it?
John and Gordy, and Rocker.
It is.
Telling us what's happening on Max Inc. this weekend.
Yeah, he's got his closet. I got my closet of music as well.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I love looking in other people's closets. I mean, the stuff you find in there, crazy.
Be careful.
I blew the dust off of this one, but it's a local band, and I knew some of the members and the announcer, Ken Hartenstein, who used to work at WMAD.
I remember Ken.
He kind of promoted this group. It's Ivory Library.
Oh, yes.
Let's check out Ivory Library here.
Okay.
So far with you, horizon fade, and I can't find. There's nowhere in you. Drawn across the span, tumbling without a care,
Ivory Library.
Ivory
Yeah,
Library.
90s.
Yeah, exactly.
90s band. They're another one of those bands that were received some national recognition and kind of were just starting to break the ether. But I think Madison is an interesting place where that happens a lot because we just really pay attention to original music.
Right.
We're not a cover band city.
Yeah, right.
And so these original bands really get to have followings and get people and really put their music out there, and they kind of start to break the ether. But unfortunately, usually once you start to break the ether and you're in Madison, you're like, maybe I should go to LA or Nashville or New York.
Right.
Like I should go where it's big.
Yeah.
And then boom, you know what I mean? And then they're back in Madison and we love them.
we do. It's such a great song. I was really surprised the radio in this town didn't pick up on that tune. It was a great song, and Ken and Dana West was out at WMAD as well. And,
Ken Hartenstein, Dana West.
And they became a couple and now have a older son.
Yeah.
Taller,
they were both
taller than
DJs
both
at the
of them.
old MAD. And I think they live over near Milwaukee.
Yeah, they are in Milwaukee. Right. Yep.
Yeah. And they got a radio thing going on too. I'm not sure
Do
what.
they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
anyway,
that's
Rocker, let's recap what you got going on this weekend.
Max Inc. Radio this Saturday, 6 p.m. to midnight, and we're going to have live music and interviews, and of course live music in the Lair with the UW Mad Hatters.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking to Ron Brooks, VP of Whammy. We'll be talking to Meggie Shays and her new single, and we'll be talking to Mary Rose Eckberg, director of Make Music Madison.
It's always a fun time, and you have good munchies here too. By the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
When we were here. Yeah, it was a great time. It's like a little
And good
party.
drinks.
Good, excellent
Very
drinks.
good drink. Nice
Yeah.
little buzzy drinks.
Buzzy drinks?
Buzzy drinks.
Buzzy drinks.
Okay. You
You
care
know,
to
we could-
expound on that?
No, that's the name of my bar.
Oh. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, my new tavern, Buzzy Drinks.
Okay.
Look,
when is that opening?
don't pry, okay?
All right,
I'm
it's an
hallucinating on
underground thing.
caffeine
It's still
this
in the
morning,
closet.
so yeah. Still working on that one. Buzzy Drinks.
All right.
Well,
Excellent.
look, I've got this track.
Oh, you got another track?
I was going to go
Oh, I
on
didn't
this.
know you had
I was going to go on this big rant.
Oh,
today.
oh.
I never do, but this time I was. About Christian nationalism. It's going to be a topic on this program constantly. 334 is a track I want to play for you from The Daily Show. We'll play it again when I do the rant on this Christian nationalism thing. But we're going to talk about embryos and being children. Let's check it out.
This morning, a first-of-its-kind decision by the Alabama Supreme Court that could put families' access to fertility treatments in the post-Roe era at risk. The case in question involved a patient who managed to access the freezer storing frozen embryos at an Alabama fertility clinic. The patient picked up multiple embryos and mistakenly dropped and destroyed them. The state's high court says that patient can now be held liable in a wrongful death lawsuit. The court determining frozen embryos qualify as people under its state law, ruling unborn children are children without exception based on developmental stage.
That's right, the bar has been moved again. From now on in Alabama, life begins when a man notices his first cousin is hot. Just to clarify what's happening here, tens of thousands of women have children using IVF every year. And since it's not possible to do that without creating some excess embryos, the state of Alabama has now ruled that starting a family is basically murder. Pro-life. And the way this ruling happened is so crazy. This wasn't even intentional. They just dropped a test tube. Back in my day, we had something called the 5-second rule, and it was sacred. And I'm sorry, but it's just weird to say that frozen embryos are legally the same as children. Last time I checked, you're not allowed to store kids in the freezer. And I have checked, and now I'm on some kind of CPS watch list. Don't get me wrong, embryos are extremely precious to potential parents, but technically they're just jizz and eggs. That's not a child, that's an appetizer at a very avant-garde Brooklyn restaurant.
Strange stuff, isn't it? The Daily Show, not Jon Stewart, okay?
Well, he's there once a week now. What, Mondays or Fridays?
Yeah, Monday. Every Monday.
Okay.
So it should have been Friday, really kind of, cap the weekend, start off with Jon Stewart.
Maybe.
I have a Jon Stewart song. Jon Stewart is God. Somebody put a song together called Jon Stewart is God, and I'll bring that in. We'll play that again.
Yeah. We got to check that out.
But anyway, that's their take on the embryo discussion. I can't believe we're even having this discussion. What a strange, bizarre new world we have here.
Yeah, now there's a lake in Death Valley. What's
Valley,
going on?
Yeah, throw out the hell freezes over. There's a lake in Death Valley, folks.
Well, what about the embryo guy that he actually fathered like 18 kids in the city, and
so
some of
bizarre.
them even had sex together.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
They admitted it.
Hey, we are all out of time for this Friday and for this week. Thanks to Catherine Lake for joining us from the Berkey up there.
That's
also,
right.
Rocker, thank you very much. Have a great weekend with Max Inc. Our thanks to Sam Davison for pushing all the buttons just the right way. And for John Peterson, I'm Gordy Young. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Take care.
As we were saying, let the sun shine. It's the John and Gordy Show.